Hi stamping friends, welcome back to card number 4 in the January 2015 online card class. We're going to be putting this card together, but something I want to point out to you is see how the thanks has been cut out with the thinlits? You're going to keep that thanks and you're going to use it on card number 5. So don't throw it away and be real careful when you take it out because you're going to need it for the next card. We're using the Crazy About You stamp set and the framelits. That is the bundle that you were told that you needed for this month's class. This is my 4th video and I've been meaning to tell you how to clean your stamps. Some of you are new for my online class, and so I wanted to point out to you that Stampin' Up! Sells a mist, Stampin' Mist, and it's not just water, so don't feel like you're just paying for water. There is a little bit of a glycerin base in there, and it really does clean the stamps. And more importantly than cleaning the stamps, well, not that that's not important, I'm using the Stampin' Scrub, and one side is for wet and one side is for dry. This is the stamp that we used on the previous card. When you use the Stampin' Mist, because it has that glycerin base to it, when I scrub like this, I don't get dirty ink splatters on my surface. If I just use water on this and scrubbed, I would get, I don't know, dirty inky water on my surface. So if my card is laying there or whatever, so there is a difference. It's not just water. So I'm washing and I'm drying. And I wanted to do this because I wanted to let you know that the photopolymer stamps do stain. Not much you can do about it. Doesn't hurt the stamp, doesn't hurt your next project. It is cleaned and dried and ready to go, but I just wanted to point that out. And so while I'm pointing that out, the photopolymer stamps stick really good. Oh, they stick so good. Sometimes after you use them and use them and use them, they stop sticking so well. And so if that happens, take them to the sink, use a little bit of hand soap on your hands, wash the stamp in between, rinse it off, pat it dry, and then it'll be sticky again. Isn't that cool? In this card kit, for this card, you receive the crumb cake base. You'll receive 2 pieces of Whisper White and a scrap piece of Whisper White. Then you're going to get a strip of Lost Lagoon, and then you will get some of the Designer Series papers. These papers may not be exactly these colors. It may be a little bit different. Again, as I mentioned on a previous video, we're using up the Designer Series paper pack, and so you just want to play with different colors. So all of these work really well together. And then of course you get your envelope. So when you're in the online class, you get all of this stuff done ahead of time for you. So you get to do the fun part. Stamp, assemble, go to the next card. All right, so I've already cut out my thanks so I can show you on the video, and then there's my the word itself. So I've got a positive and negative. I want to keep my thanks and gonna set that aside for my next card. This other piece that they're both the same size, okay? You're gonna take an ink pad. I'm using Blackberry Bliss. You can use any color you want. You're just going to take and drag, ooh, look how pretty that is. Drag that ink pad across your paper until you get it all covered up, okay? Now, I think that looks really good. If you don't like it, remember I told you on a previous video, flip the paper over, try it again. But I think that's gonna turn out really pretty, so I'm happy with that. All right, so then you're gonna take the second piece, and to assemble this card, you could staple it totally to the card like we've done in previous videos, but I wanted to show you a different twist. If you like the look of staples, but you didn't want the raw staples on the inside of the card, you could take your stapler, staple it. Now, when you mount it, you won't see those. Okay, so another little trick for you. I'm going to take some of the baker's twine and I want to tie it around one edge. And you'll get plenty of this in your kit as well. I'm leaving mine tied on my card as I like to do. Just kind of, I feel like it just saves having so much waste. Okay. And I'm going to tie this in a bow. If you're bow challenged, just tighten a knot. Don't stress. All right, so cut off my excess. All right, so now that piece is ready. Then I have my two pieces of Designer Series papers. I'm going to just line them up together, and I'm going to make a banner tail with them. That way they'll both be matchy-matchy. And the same thing with this, when you are putting this together, you could do the same concept with the staple, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, I pulled out the stamp for being you, so thanks for being you. And I'm going to just ink this up. I'm using the black Memento ink, and nope, I had it right the first time. So I'm just going to stamp. The photopolymer stamps are really so fun because they allow you to see right through it. Now, because this ends up being such a small piece, I just like to take my snips and just cut. You could put it on a paper trimmer if you want, but that gets a little tight on there. So, so now I'm going to make just a small little banner tail. So you saw what I did. I went up the middle, came in from either side. Okay, so now I'm going to take my pieces and I'm going to go again with that concept that I showed you about the stapler. And I want to just put that like that. And I'm going to staple it. So now it's all attached, but my stapler is going to be hidden underneath. Let's put the card together. I'm going to use some snail. Put this down first. And if you used a different ink pad in there, your card's going to look totally different, which is really cool. Okay, let's put some snail on here. Oh, I forgot something. I glanced up and I saw my Lost Lagoon paper. So let's see. I'm the queen of boo-boos. So let's see if I can squeeze that in there. Surely I can. So see, when you make a mistake, just know, well, Sharon did it, so surely I can fix it. Okay, so that's going to be hanging out a little bit more than what you might want. So just know, don't do what I did. Go ahead and put that on there first. Okay, I'm going to stick this on here. And this cute card is done. All right, don't forget about the Lost Lagoon when you put your layers together. If you follow the instructions, it'll be better than just watching me on the video. But like I said, if I can make a mistake, I'll do it, and then I'll show you how to fix it. All right, come back for the next video.